Geffer is the best coach in the entire world. And so when he asked me if I wanted to come coach at K-State, I was like, honestly, yes. Like, we were already going to come and move with him, and we were going to do our own thing while we were here. But when he gave me the opportunity to coach, I immediately took it. I love coaching. I definitely have an eye for it. I help coach out sometimes with the other athletes and give them my advice or my 2 cents of what I feel like as an athlete. But what I really want the most is to bring a different type of coach to this program. I feel like I've been to 2 schools now, and I've seen how coaches, kind of treat the athletes. A lot of coaches treat athletes as points, and I want to be the coach that treats them as a person. And I got that honestly from Coach Geffer, who showed me that I'm not just a point, I'm not just a scorer, I'm an athlete, and I'm also a person. And so I want to give that back to these athletes and these women and men on this team, that they deserve to be here, they belong here, and we're going to help you reach your goals, whether that be Big 12 champion, regional champion, whatever they want, national champion, Olympic champion, whatever your goals are set. I hope to bring that energy in and help those athletes out.
That's awesome. I love it. I mean, I don't know if you were aware of how much you were on your phone when you were in Paris, but while you were there, like, K-State Nation was going crazy for you. You had literally just joined the coaching staff, and they were like, "That's our coach."
That's so
What
fun.
was that support like?
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy to have support in general. I feel like I am a community person. I love a nice community. I love the sense of belonging, and so to be extremely welcomed this way it feels good. It feels good to be seen and to be known, and they see me for me, and they see me for my personality, not what I can do on the track either. So that's really cool.
Just overall, what was Paris like?
Paris was different. I mean, I've gone to Paris multiple times, and so this time there was a lot more people, but the energy in Paris was a lot. It was so cool to see, and like I said, I've been to Paris multiple times. I've never seen that energy, and the Olympic vibe was there, and it was cool.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
What was your energy and mindset going in? This wasn't your first Olympics.
No.
What did you change from last time to make sure that you walked away with a medal this time?
Yeah. So living in the Olympic Village, it's sparse. So it's like kind of white walls everywhere. You're not really home feeling, and so I wanted to bring home with me, and so I brought some pictures of me and my roommate to put up of both their gold medals, and I brought some firelights. I brought my own blanket this time, my own pillow, and so it's just like I brought things that could have like a sense of home with me. My roommate brought her robe, and so I was like, oh, that's a smart idea. So I don't know, just bringing like home, and so just so I could be comfortable, and it definitely helped. I was comfortable every time I would go into my room. I felt like peace, whereas when I was in Tokyo, I just didn't even want to be in the room because it was just so bland and kind of dry. So this time, anytime I stepped foot in my dorm, I was like, oh, home.
Yeah, and I mean, the moment that you realized you won the gold medal has gone pretty viral ever since, you falling in the sand and running up to Hunter. What were you feeling in that moment?
Oh, I mean, I was just in the competition. I wasn't really trying to do anything that was supposed to go viral.
But you did.
It was just my personality. I mean, I don't know, falling back into the sand pit was just like a relief of, one, the competition's over, the Olympics are finally over, and then just a relief like, holy, you did it. Like, you actually did it. You worked so hard this season just for this moment right here. And so I took a second for myself, and then I got up, and the whole crowd was still like cheering for me, and I was like, oh my gosh. And so instantly spotted Hunter, and I ran to him, and I gave him the biggest hug, and he gave me the biggest hug. He yelled that I was the Olympic champion, and that was like the first time I ever like heard that. And so it was cool.
Yeah, and speaking of Hunter, how cool is it that you guys are reaching some of the highest heights of your careers at the same time together?
Oh, it's incredible. I mean, we work so hard every day together. We go to practice together. We get coached by the same coach together. And so it's like we are in it, like we are in it. And so just to have the success that we have with the hard work, it shows that we are doing it right. There's no book about this. There's no rule book. There's no plan. There's just straight, all right, let's just go on to the next thing and do the next thing. And so I feel like we are, cementing ourselves in this moment right now.
Yeah, and you were just one woman of many from Team USA that walked away with a medal this year. Over half of the Team USA medalists were women this year. How awesome is that to be in this era for women's sports?
It feels so good. I mean, to see women's sports grow so much in 2023 and 2024, I am so inspired, and it doesn't matter if I'm a woman, doesn't matter if I'm a man, I'm a human, at the end of the day, and I'm trying to work for my goals and see myself succeed and see my other friends succeed, and just to be part of that group is just incredible. And I know a lot of girls that got a gold medal this time around, and it's cool to have that in the back of my head where women were not supposed to be athletes, women were not supposed to be doing anything but bearing children and cooking in the kitchen, and now we have the most medals. And so it's just, women can do anything that they want, and that's where that proof is in the pudding right there.
Absolutely, I love it. And just when you realize you're an Olympic gold medalist, what does that mean to you? All those years of hard work. Hard to put into words.
Yeah, I don't even know if I can express what I feel being the Olympic gold medalist. I don't think it's truthfully set in yet. I think once the Paralympics go off and Hunter goes and gets his golds, I think then we'll be able to relish in our success and finally let it sink in. But yeah, right now I'm like, what's next? But once Hunter goes and competes, I think we'll be able to take a second and breathe and finally feel what it feels like to be an Olympic champion and Paralympic champion.
Yeah, and speaking of, that's coming up. I know you're a big supporter on social media of the Paralympics. You want people to tune in. They don't get as much attention as the Olympics.
No, but they will this year.
What would you have to say about getting people to watch them this
Oh,
year?
I mean, they are, and we are all athletes. They're doing the exact same thing that we are doing. They're just defying their odds. They're probably told that they're never going to be able to walk again like Hunter. They're probably told that you'll never be able to compete as an athlete ever again. And so all of these stories are so inspiring, and all of these stories should be shared. Not everyone was born with it. A lot of people were born able-bodied and then had an accident. And so it's there's stories behind every single athlete that's competing. And I believe that the media should show every story.